Hey, what's up you guys? Shartimus here, doing another reveal video on the Haslab Ghost Rider Engine of Vengeance Mephisto full reveal from Hasbro Pulse's Instagram. If you're trying to pick up your other Marvel Legends, you can do so at
Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
So it being September 20th and Hasbro talking about how every 20th for each month throughout this year, we're going to get another full reveal. And boom, there we go. We got the full reveal of the very first Marvel Legends Mephisto. I'm going to talk about this figure, or this 3D render of a figure. And then I want to talk about the total price point of the Haslab again a little bit, because I've watched some other videos and I want to discuss that a little bit more so. And I want to talk about the toxic behavior that I've been seeing in the community. And no, just because somebody has a different opinion than mine, it doesn't mean they're toxic, okay? So I'm cool with people having their own opinions that aren't consistent with mine. That's fine. Now, let's get into the figure itself here. It looks pretty good, man. I gotta say, I'm not really disappointed by it. I think that looks like a solid Mephisto figure. I don't know how tall it's going to be, so I do hope it's on the taller side, kind of like the Ultron Build-A-Figure MCU Ultron that's like around 8 inches tall. All right, wouldn't you like to see him to be around 7.5 to 8 inches tall? Can't really tell how tall the figure is at the moment, though. I've seen people say that it should come with interchangeable hands and interchangeable head. I think that's cool. I would love it if it did. I don't know if it will or not. And then I think I think I saw Inhaled Farts complain about it not having butterfly joints. With it being a brand new sculpted figure for a Haslab, I would like to see them go all out. Like interchangeable heads, interchangeable hands, all that stuff. I agree. They should go all out with the accessories and everything for these figures, right? I think X-Men 87 complained about the Robbie Reyes not having interchangeable hands too. It's like, that should come with interchangeable parts also. It's not too late. They could announce that that's going to come with these figures. We will see. But as it is right over here, I think it should have come with a throne. I think that would have been a little bit more enticing, especially because the community as a collective doesn't feel comfortable with the price point, you know? Nobody's saying that it's a really good price. And judging by it being just over 4,000 backers when they want 9,000, at this point in time, and comparing it to other Haslabs, it's not really doing so great. So it would have, I think, helped them to at least, get a mock-up of a 3D render of a throne of some sort. That could add to the value. But again, this idea... wait, I gotta stay on track. The Mephisto figure. We do get the pinless joints. I do like that. I also wanted to mention that I wish it had more like the elf kind of shoes feet, because those feet stand out to me as just looking at a place over here. So yeah, I would have preferred that they had different feet. And yeah, interchangeable hands would be nice. Interchangeable head would be really cool too. But overall, I think it's a dope looking Mephisto figure. I can't really mention anything else that I wish it had aside from the throne. But yeah, let's get on to talking about the price point of this Haslab once again, because people have made a whole bunch of comparisons to other vehicles out there. And look, man, that's a really tricky game to get into. Let me just give you an example over here. When you go to a Burger King and you order your Whopper, are you going to compare that to a quarter pounder with cheese? Like, and are you going to sit there and try to find the value between the two and which one's the better deal? Are you going to actually weigh the meat that you get in the Whopper, compare the value of meat? It's like you're getting into a real detailed discussion that has been oversimplified by everybody. I'm not saying people are wrong one way or another. It's just that, like, when you bring up a $100 vehicle from some other company, it's like, okay, fair point, but we really need to get into the nitty-gritty details of the production of that item and get into the nitty-gritty of the production of the Engine of Vengeance to really compare here. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to do that, cool, but really dive in, you know? So, okay, you want to compare a Whopper to a quarter pounder with cheese. All right, let's talk about the cost of onions. Let's talk about the cost of lettuce and bread and meat and all. Like, there's a lot of details you really need to get into if you're going to make a fair discussion about it. If you're going to really get into it. Let me just remind you guys again, on a personal level, I think $350 is too much for this thing. I have backed it, but I, again, am still ready to back out, all right? I am not 100% sold on this thing. I am ready to dip out of this thing at any moment. Like, I am not really sold on it. For me, I think everything looks great. It's just the price for it on a personal level for me isn't hitting the mark. Like, I just reviewed that Megazord yesterday. Hey, 165 for that Megazord, that could be too much for somebody. Somebody could see that, like, that's ask 165 on Power Rangers Megazord, that's too much for me, man. You could say that. But on a personal level for me, I thought it was a great price point. I am very satisfied. I love it. And by the way, thanks for you guys letting me know the parts that I missed in my review. I got it fixed. But anyway, so for me, $350 for this project is too much. It doesn't feel good yet. And I'm waiting for it to feel good. And if it doesn't feel good, I'm going to back out, all right? Don't let people manipulate you, man. Don't let people manipulate. I mean, I don't think that's actually happening. To be honest with you, I don't think people are really being manipulated. And I think it's really unfair, or I think it's messed up. I think it's a bad display of behavior when people assume that influencers are manipulating consumers into buying products. You know, like I think that's an unfair claim, especially without any evidence behind it. Because first off, nobody's getting paid from Hasbro. A whole bunch of YouTubers, myself included, have had opportunities to reveal figures, and that gives a little bonus on the YouTube channel for sure. But nothing big enough to make me a sellout. You know what I mean? That's such a strong claim to make. If you're going to call me or anybody else a sellout, I would like proof. Like, for real, in the comments section, somebody tell me who is excited about the price of this freaking thing. I've watched a lot of videos. I haven't seen anybody thrilled about the price of this. Who is going, whoa, $350? Oh, I thought it was going to be like $700, but $350? What a deal. You guys, you might as well get two. I thought it was going to be $700, and $350 is the best deal I ever could have imagined for this thing, so you should get two, you guys. Like, no. I don't know who. So tell me, who is this mysterious shill I've been hearing about? I haven't heard anybody really get stoked about the price of this thing, but I would like somebody to get specifics. I want to know who the hell it is. And me saying, hey, you should back it, but if you don't like all the tiers that they reveal, then back out. That's not me being a shill. That's me saying, hey, look, let's try to get Hasbro to just reveal everything, and then we can make our choice. By the way, 12,000 backers. I think they got like 30,000 backers for the Galactus. I'm not sure. 12,000 backers to see the Mephisto. Man, I don't think we're getting this Mephisto released this kind of way. I don't know. I don't think this at this point in time, it's really washy if this project's going to make it. It's inching along. But I don't know, man. I don't know if this thing's actually going to make it. And I don't even know if Mephisto has to be released via Haslab. Like, is that really a thing that Hasbro doesn't want to release this character at mass retail? Or is that just something that we've all made up in our heads that he's too taboo for retail? You know what I mean? Like, do they really give a shit? You know what I mean? I know they care about boobies and stuff like that, but Satan, I don't think they really care. You know, I don't really think they care much at all, man. If it was the 80s, you know, maybe, but I don't think anyone cares anymore. Anyway, my point here is I get defensive because I know I'm not a shill, but I don't like that influencers are getting bullied the way they have been, and it is truly bullying behavior. Because let me tell you this, man, you can bash Hasbro all you want, that's fine, but you don't have to bash other content creators. You don't have to put down other people to make your point. A good model for this is Dave displaying model behavior. I hear him bash Hasbro all the time. He's said so many things about Hasbro that has been in negative light. Like he's mentioned their shortcomings freely countless times. Countless times has Dave said bad things about Hasbro. But I've yet to hear him say anything bad about another YouTuber. I haven't heard him say anything bad about anybody. I mean, has he? I haven't heard him. He doesn't have to. He doesn't need to try to put other people down for his channel to succeed. He's doing fine just focusing on the content. Another one, Anthony's Customs. He's been bashing Hasbro for over a decade. I haven't heard him say anything bad about anybody. I haven't heard him bring up other YouTube channels at all. Like in over 10 years, his channel has succeeded just fine focusing on just the content, on just the figures. He doesn't need to put anybody down. He doesn't need to get involved in name calling, calling other people sellouts, calling other people shills or anything like that. I haven't heard him do it. He's focused just on the product, and his channel's done fine. So when I hear other YouTube channels insult other creators, I know that behavior. I remember that behavior. I was bullied in high school, and that's bully behavior. That's jealousy behavior right there. Because what do you tell your kids if they're getting bullied? Oh, that person who's saying bad things about you, honey, that's a jealous person. They have their own problems that they have to deal with, and they're not handling it well. So what they're doing is to make themselves feel better, they're putting other people down. And that person needs help. Okay? So to any YouTube channel that's putting down other people, whether it's me or somebody else, it doesn't matter. They need help. Okay? They're not in a good place. Or they're desperate to elevate their channel one way or another, and by putting other people down, they think it's going to be really good for their channel. Now, the algorithm's going to love it. You guys have to know for a fact, YouTube's algorithm, if they could show beheading videos and people dying, they would do it. So YouTube is a son of a bitch because they know that they have the whole car accident syndrome thing down, right? What would you rather look at? A bed of flowers or a car accident? Like, you can't help it. A car accident's going to get your attention. No matter how beautiful the flowers are, the wreckage and the gore, that taps into the reptilian part of our brain, okay? The other thing is that when you have a channel that's saying, hey, don't listen to so-and-so or whatever, listen to me. Well, dude, hey, that you're insulting people's intelligence by doing that. That's disrespectful to your own viewers. I don't say that to my viewers. I don't tell my viewers what to buy. I don't tell my viewers what not to buy. I let my viewers decide on their own because I respect them. I respect you guys. You, the person listening to this right now, I respect you, man. I don't tell you what to get or what not to get. You don't need somebody to tell you what to back or what not to back. You can make that choice on your own. I respect your decision. I respect your own brain and you as a person, that you can make your own choices. Because it's already been proven that as a collective, these projects will fail if we don't think it's worth it. You don't need to assume that collectors are mindless people just watching channels and buying stuff because the channel tell them to. Nobody's buying figures because any YouTube channel is telling them to do it. People are buying figures on their own, and people are declining figures on their own. Don't let yourself get disrespected by YouTube channels that tell you what to do and tell you what to think, especially when it comes to what to think about other people when they have no proof, Don't fall into the bullying behavior. It's, man, I know it. I was bullied quite a bit in high school. And I know bullying behavior when I see it. Don't be a bully, man. But if you don't think the Haslab project's worth it to you, you know, if that's your choice, I respect that. You know? And I hope you guys respect my choice of backing it for now and potentially backing out of it later. We got to start respecting each other more and stop acting like bullies, for real. Don't let the jealousy get to you. You other content creators, I don't know if it's jealousy or desperation, but it's not coming from a place of good faith. It's not. Or else you would act like Dave or Anthony. Those guys don't need to put other people down to do well. All right? Bash the product all you want. I don't care. It doesn't affect me one way or another if Hasbro's project makes it or not. It does not affect my world one way or another. So act accordingly. I trust you guys are smart enough to make your own decisions and to think on your own. I'll see you on Thursday's live stream. All right. Catch you later. Peace. Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.